Hi Chiranjeevi, good afternoon.
Yeah, good.
So Chiranjeevi, how many years of experience you have with respect to automation and Python?
4 years of experience, 4+.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, fine. So how much would you rate yourself? Let's say five being the highest, one being the lowest in
Three,
Python. Hmm?
three. I will
Three.
rate.
Okay, great, fine. So can you write a script to read the data from some particular file in Python?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm giving you screen sharing rights. You
Yeah.
can share your screen. Right? You want to read, you want to have some file operations. So how would you do that?
Yes. Is it visible?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Okay. Can you increase the font size a bit? So can you explain this program?
Oh yes, this one. And font size.
So you are opening this file. Yeah, that's fine. You can just select, do Control A, and in your mouse, you can scroll. So it would make it font size would increase. Or if it's not happening, that's fine. So can you explain this program?
Yes. So there is a with open keyword in Python.
Mm-hmm.
So here we pass the file location,
Right.
and with so there are modes are like W, RB, R plus, W plus modes based on read, write, and append operations.
Mm-hmm.
So with this, we are opening the file as R, and here, so we are appending the text,
Mm-hmm.
some text. But also, so we can close it. I think R dot
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
Okay. So you can read it. So you can write contents equal to file dot read, right? If you want
Yeah.
to read it, and if you want to print it, you can write print of
Print
contents.
of
Okay. What is the purpose of open? With open. What is the purpose of with open?
it will open the file.
Yeah. So it would open the file and it will automatically close the file as well. This with open is used. It is ensuring that the proper file handling is done and automatically closes the file as well. And there would be a space between with and open,
Okay.
right? You need to keep some space between that.
Yeah. Yes. Writing in this
Yeah,
Python is
yeah,
different.
yeah. No problem, no problem. That's fine. Okay. Let's say if you want to implement some parameterized thing in Pytest, so how will you do? So in Python, if you have to pass
Okay.
some parameters, let's say you have got username, password, and you want to pass some parameters for that. 3 to 4 username password you can take.
So we can use at the rate parameterize
Mm.
annotation. I've read it, so I'm not recalling it, but
Uh-huh.
with that we can pass it with the help of a tuple also.
Okay. What is tuple?
So tuple is a collection data type in Python.
Mm-hmm.
So it is ordered, but it is unmutable.
tuple is immutable. Correct,
Immutable,
correct.
yeah.
You are
It is
absolutely
immutable.
correct. It is
Yeah, and
immutable.
it is like we can do all the operations of a list in tuple also, and it
Hmm.
is memory efficient to do. But just one thing that we can't change a tuple.
Correct, correct. So what is the difference between list and tuple?
So just list
Hmm.
is a mutable and tuple is not mutable. And
Hmm.
in memory wise also means list are little bit slower as
Hmm.
compared to tuple uh, in execution, in terms of
Right,
execution. Yeah,
right, right. So let me share my screen. Let me show you the differences.
yeah,
Okay, is the screen visible?
yeah.
See, list is mutable, tuples is immutable. You were correct. The syntax, so here you will be using square brackets. In tuples, you'll be using parentheses. List is slower, tuples is faster, and use cases, the collections that can change in that list will be defined. For tuples, fixed collections would be there. Methods, many methods are available. In tuples, fewer methods are available. List is less efficient, tuples is more efficient, right? So those are the differences between the list and the tuples. Okay, great, wonderful. Um, Fine. What is decorator?
So decorator is a special kind of function. So
Hmm.
in which sir we can means we can append something without changing the core method.
Hmm.
So we can use decorator in logging. Generally, it is used for logging.
Correct.
It was in test automation.
Hmm. Okay. Apart from that, anything else?
So I have studied, just I'm remembering.
Hmm. Okay, you no worries. You can take your time to recall. Not an issue at all. Take your time.
Or it is
Hmm.
means it is used by writing at the rate decorator.
Hmm.
And if you will see, so like for example, if we'll do like if we are adding something, and in that service if we want to add some text like we want to add this two integers and all
Hmm. Hmm.
logging purpose, so we can use means we can pass that function into the decorator, and we can call that using the at the rate decorator method in that
Hmm.
one, so that we can use it in our program.
Correct. Correct. Okay. See, you have decorators. So what are decorators? So this is the basic example of decorator. A decorator is a function that takes another function, extends its behavior, right? So whenever you need some functions which should return a new function, you should go for decorators, right? And you can use it by applying this at the rate symbol above the function definition. So this is a basic example of decorator, at the rate my decorator, and say hello, print hello, like that, right? So those kind of things you can do via decorator. Okay, great. Uh, okay. Which are the different access specifiers in Python that you are aware about?
Access specifier.
Specifiers, yes.
Yes, I'm not aware. In
Okay,
Java, it
the
was there
same.
private,
Yeah,
public.
the same one, public, protected, private. The same access specifiers you will have.
Because in encapsulation, I can remember like we
Hmm.
use underscore in defining private one.
Right, right.
So how to define a protected one in Python?
Yeah, so protected you can define by adding a single underscore symbol before the
Yes,
data
symbol.
members of that class. Yes,
Okay.
right. That's how you'll do. Okay, what is pip?
So pip is a library management
Hmm.
module in Python. So if
Right.
you means if you'll see in Java, we use Maven,
Hmm.
and here means the pip is there. So for installing all the softwares, so we follow the pip install the package name, so we can means modify or we can keep our packages
Hmm.
in inside that means in our framework inside pip.
Okay. You were telling about mutable, immutable, one or two questions back. So what is the difference between mutable and an immutable data type?
Mutable means we can modify that data type,
Yes.
but immutable means we means we cannot add or modify it.
Mm.
So we can only update it. So we can, means if we are changing that one, so the value will update, but it won't change.
Okay. So tell me, with respect to Python, if I want to pass some arguments, would I be able to pass it by value or by reference? If I want to pass some arguments,
Argument, yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
So it is passed by object reference, right? You can also tell it is passed by assignment,
yeah,
right?
so both,
So
yeah.
yeah, so this is how you will do. Okay, what is the
Because
difference?
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, please go ahead.
yeah,
Mhm.
value means like so the numbers also we can pass, right?
Correct.
And reference, object reference means so we can pass that
Mm.
in parameters also. And so
Right.
combine also we can pass, right? Like optional
So
parameters is there.
yeah, you can pass it by object reference, right? That is the thumb rule in Python, right?
Okay.
So whenever you have some references to that objects, you can pass the functions, right? Okay, now tell me, uh, let's say you are getting some exception in a Python program. So how would you do exception handling?
So there is a module like
Hmm.
yeah, try except and
Perfect.
finally. So
Wonderful.
in
Hmm.
the try, sir, I will handle the exceptions. Exceptions can be like number format exception, value error exception, index out of bound exception,
Yes,
or other
yes.
exceptions are there. So I will handle the exception there.
Hmm.
And in the except block, I will just print the exception in the in the console. And in finally, sir, it is executed. Means it is executed every time, even the exception occurs.
Hmm.
So in the finally one, I will, sir, just write the code.
Okay, great. Fine. Okay, now can you reverse the string in Python? So you have to take your string, which is your name itself,
Yeah,
and I want to reverse it in the Python.
yeah. So we can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Can
So
I?
can you write that program and open that Python compiler if you have that
Yeah.
online available? Yeah,
This sir, can I do?
yeah. You can share your screen.
Sir,
Click
I
on
have
green button. Yeah.
one second. Oh, oh, I have just shared the one. Sorry, sorry. I will
Hmm.
share the entire screen. So is it visible?
Yes, screen is visible.
So one minute, sir, let me just
Yeah.
create. Uh, so I will do the rough and then sir I will do.
Yeah, yeah. No problem. Take your time.
sir. Can you see it?
Okay, can you run this program?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So enter your name. Okay, you have done test and it is giving you TEST. Great. So can you explain the flow of this program?
Yes, sir. So here, sir,
Mm-hmm.
I have used the string slicing method
Mm-hmm.
to reverse it. So I will take a name as an input and
Okay.
using the slicing one, so I am just reversing it with the -1 index. So it will go from -1 to the last in reverse order, and it will give me this result.
Okay.
And also, so we can do it using for loop also.
For loop. Yeah, yeah. So do it via for loop because this seems to be an inbuilt function, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in an interview, what you can do is you can have a discussion with the interviewer that I'm going with this approach, and parallelly you can write as well, and then they'll tell you, okay, no, go with this approach. So you can, or else whenever it might happen in an interview, they might tell you now optimize it, then use this thing. First, you can do via that for.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So now do it via that mechanism.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Also, just give me time. So let me
Yeah,
just
yeah.
think of
No
the.
problem. No problem. Take your time. Take your time. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got this one. Here one issue is there.
Mm-hmm.
Backward index
Mm-hmm.
-1. So
See, let me share my screen. What I have done is I've used not for loop, but I've used a normal loop,
Okay.
right? So this is your string, right? And then we are initializing an empty string to hold the reverse result. So this will be this. Now we will loop through each character.
Okay,
So
okay,
yeah,
got it.
so for each loop,
So
right?
I got to means yeah.
Yeah. So you have to add current character to the front of the reverse character, and then you have to print it, right? So
Got
that's
it, sir.
how,
Just,
yeah,
yeah. So here, sir, I have to just change. Means I was
yeah.
doing it correctly, sir. I just like,
Yes, yes, you were correct only.
means I went with the range function, so that is
Yeah,
nice.
no problem, no problem. Okay. Now, you have, let me come up with
This
another.
problem, sir, it is happening actually for with
Yeah,
me. It's when I'm trying.
yeah. Can you share your screen so I can see?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
But sir, here it will.
Mm,
But here, sir, if I will loop it through name, so it won't
mm.
reverse, right?
If so, what you have to do is you loop it through each character in your original string. And then what you do is you add your current character to the front of the reverse string. Right? You can do that, and I'll tell you one more way how you can achieve this. Uh,
So can you just share your screen, sir?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me share the screen, or let me share the code in the chat box so that you can refer it.
Yeah. Select reverse. Yes. Character plus reverse. Okay. Child this is a original string. Okay, okay, so got it.
Yeah, I'll tell you one more way using stack also that is possible. Let me share that thing as well. Um, yeah, so this is via stack.
Okay.
Yeah, you're getting
So
it.
one second. Let me just check it.
Yeah, why in the reverse it is coming to TSET and your name is also coming. Why it is storing
No, sir.
TEST? Yeah.
To so I have this function also I have written.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then it's fine, fine, fine. No worries, no worries. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
simple only,
Okay,
sir. I was doing
yeah.
arrangements.
Now let's say you
And
have
here's
a list.
there's just one sentence.
Sorry.
Yes, sir, I'm getting sir means confused. Like means I'm starting this program, so somewhere in
Hmm,
the logic, sir, I'm getting confused.
hmm.
So this
So,
problem is there with me.
so what I would suggest is before you start writing the program, you just create a flowchart using pen and paper.
Okay.
And you draw that flow, like what you want to achieve tomorrow. Even if you're not able to write the entire program, just showcase, explain that logic flowchart to the interviewer. At least he or she would get convinced that you are aware of the logic. It is just that the output is not coming. Now output might not come due to the syntax issue, due to the logic issue, or due to something else. So you can at least tell them the logic, that this is how I'm going via for each loop, and then I'll reverse it. So you can use first, before you start writing the program, just take one pen and paper, and over there you just draft it, not the entire thing, just high level, so that you are, because when you start writing the program, you know the answer. And but then what is happening is between the program, if you might get stuck, we can refer that pen, that paper itself.
Yeah. Because sir, doing in editor is easy because you can know that
Yes,
yeah, this is this.
right,
In the
right. So
real
you
time,
can,
I'm not get this.
if in an interviewer is not asking you to write in Notepad++ or IntelliJ, you can open editor and you can use that itself.
Right.
Okay. Now let's say you have a list. Okay, so let me share that list with you.
Yeah.
So I'll share in the chat box. You have a list like this, and you're supposed to find the duplicate elements which are coming in the list. So in the list which I've shared with you, It is 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 1, 6. Now I want you to find the duplicate. That is, the output should be 1 and 2, which are duplicates here.
Okay.
So you have to find the duplicates.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you have to find the duplicate. So 1 and 2 are duplicate here. Those are coming again.
So let me just explain the logic.
Yes,
So
yes,
what I have
please.
thought,
Mm-hmm.
like sir, here list is there. So if definitely, so the count will be greater than one if it is a repeated one.
Correct.
So with that count, I have to match with each element of the list, and if that count is coming greater than one, then
Mm,
I have to print that element.
perfect, perfect. You are going in the right direction. See, this is how your program would look like. You are defining first a list, right? The list, whichever list you take. And then what we will do is we'll return the list and we'll consider those numbers which are coming greater than 1. Right?
Okay.
So that's how your output would be 1 and 2.
Okay. So set will remove the duplicates here.
Yes, yes. So this, what it would do is it will remove, and we also need to keep this if condition. Right?
If so, we have to keep a condition.
Yes, yes, that is required.
Okay. So, so first, it is okay. First, it is removing the
Mm,
duplicates, and then it is returning the list.
list, yes. Right.
Got it. So it is like it is not list comprehension, right?
Um, sorry, list
No, it is not list comprehension. No? This one.
comprehension. Sorry, I didn't get that list.
No, no.
This is actually a list. You can
Yeah, got it. Got it.
define this find duplicates here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Chiranjeevi, I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Like. Yes, sir. Means I was doing nicely only, but because of
Yeah,
some lack of practice, so I have forgot. So because last week
no
only I,
problem.
yeah,
Yeah, no problem, no problem. That's totally fine. You were able to answer a few of the questions. I think 60% of the answers you gave. Just last these two programs you got confused. One is finding the duplicates. Before that, we saw about reversing
yeah,
the
logic, sir.
name.
Means,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's it. That's it. Not an issue. Not an issue. Continue practicing. We'll connect again soon.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Sir, means what are the